Hi, hello. It's the Jesse LaSala Show. Episode 28. February 6th, 2021. How the fuck are ya? It's Super Bowl Eve. And who else to have on the show but NFL aficionado Maddy Altamirano.
Thank you. I was so honored.
I mean, when I knew that the Super Bowl was coming up and we had no general rooting interest, this is the ultimate time to have you on and kind of break down some of this action that Vegas is putting out there.
Oh, yeah. I'm very excited for the prop bets. Which I know nothing about, but it's still very exciting.
Well, that's the thing. Last year we did this, right?
Yes, we did.
I
don't remember.
$40 on it. It was not a good day for me. And I think the main bet that we went with was the Gatorade shower for whatever team wins. Yeah. And I wanted to go orange. You wanted to go purple. I think we went purple, and it was orange.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs, in fact, won.
Why was it orange? I still don't understand that.
There's no fucking rhyme or reason for it, basically.
What is it random, or do they say, hey, no, we want the blue specifically. I only drink the blue.
Well, here's how it works, from what I can gather, is they sort of put a limit, like a wager cutoff, on which colors it's going to be and how much it's going to give you in return. Like, let's say you put $5, you win $35, that kind of thing. Because, I mean, someone on each staff could potentially be gambling on this very thing that they're directly in control of. So it's very sort of icky. I don't know. But, okay, let's start. Let's start with this. The Gatorade shower will be orange plus 175. Yellow, green, lime-ish, 300. Clear, 625. Red or pink, 150. Purple, 600. Blue, 650. So if I put, let's see, if I put $1 on clear, I'll win $6. If I put $100, I win $625.
Yeah, bet 100.
I only have $102 left.
I'm joking. I would hate myself.
It does seem like the best odds. I don't know.
Really?
It could be water.
I think it could be blue.
Here's the thing. How many different tanks of Gatorade, water, matcha do they have on the sidelines which player is going to go up and be like, all right, you want to come help me with this? We're going to dump it on coach. They don't know what the fuck color it is under there.
Oh, they're just picking it up.
They pick it up and they dump it over.
They have all the flavors.
They have a bunch of different shit there.
Oh, okay. See, this is what okay, thank you.
It's not just one universal flavor. Like, what if your star player hates the color blue and your other star player loves the color blue? You have to have blue on there at some point.
Okay, this is harder then. Like, I don't even want to bet on this.
I know, it's pretty tough. All right, we'll get to the other prop bets.
Okay.
The Gatorade, the coin toss, the anthem, etc. Let's start with the drama of the Super Bowl so far. Kansas City hired a barber to come in and give all the players nice cuts. You know, some dudes want to get their fade fresh. Some dudes just want to shave their head but clean it up nice, edge it up. Well, the barber that they hired Jesus Christ. I can't believe it was this close to being such a catastrophe. The barber they hired, they gave him the COVID test, right? And it was like not a rapid test. And so he started doing the haircuts. 2 players in, somebody runs in and they're like, no, he has COVID. Everybody leave. Patrick Mahomes was like 1 or 2 people next up to go into the haircut. If he would have caught COVID, what the fuck would this Super Bowl even be? Maybe he did catch it and they're just hiding it from us because what a catastrophe. No one would watch this Super Bowl.
I don't want to say anything bad, but I feel like that's a possibility that they could be hiding it.
Oh, it's the NFL.
They want that money. The Weeknd is already in Miami. Where are they?
Who?
Where are they playing?
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. He's there.
My mother's backyard.
We were there.
Yeah.
Once.
It's a great place if you like heat without humidity.
That was like the last place we went to before COVID.
COVID. Have you ever had a COVID? It's fake. We'll get to Trump later. But speaking of Kansas City and their drama, Andy Reid, the head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, his son is on the staff. Nepotism, is that the word?
Yep.
He is the outside linebackers coach, which is an oddly specific coach for a roster to have. He was, a couple days ago, involved in a car crash in which, I guess, someone got a flat tire, they were pulled off to the side, and he crashed into him.
What? Like, so he did not see them?
He crashed into them.
Drunk?
There are multiple injuries. There's a 5-year-old with life-threatening injuries. He has multiple DUIs. He admitted to having 2 or 3 drinks, which means multiply it by 10 to 15 drinks. Multiple DUIs, will not coach in the Super Bowl. Can you imagine? First of all, it's your son. Your other son died of a heroin overdose years ago. Jesus Christ, is this a distraction for the Super Bowl? Maddy, how say you?
No, I don't think people are going to be concerned until after.
What about the head coach?
They're going to be like,
himself?
oh my God. Well,
it's his son's.
I think he has to, not has to, I think he's just going to power through and then sort of process afterwards.
It's not a good look.
It's not a good look either way, because if he's like, oh, I gotta leave, then everyone's gonna be like, but the Super Bowl, like, what about us?
Oh no, he's not leaving.
I know, but like, let's say if he were to, you know,
I'm just not gonna coach. I'm in too distressed mode of my son almost potentially killing a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, worry about the lawsuit later. That's what I say. Party with the Weeknd now.
You keep bringing up this fuckstick of a performer that they're trotting out to the Super Bowl. I wasn't even going to mention him in my breakdown, but...
You can bleep him out.
The fucking... Anyway, so I'm taking Tampa Bay to win this game. You want to know why? Okay. Brady's motive. Tampa Brady. His motive has never been higher to win a game than this because it will be his first Super Bowl win without Bill Belichick. I think that has a lot to do with how he's going to play.
Look, it's already out there in the universe. It's going to happen. This is what some people want to happen.
Yeah, this is proof that we're in a simulation.
This is like, it's like a bad TV show where what you want to happen actually happens, and then
or
it's like,
what you
why
really,
am I watching this?
Or you really don't want it to happen, and it happens. You know,
right?
It's like it's
so
too
we're thinking
perfect.
about it too much.
He's 43 or whatever he is. The Tampa Bay defense is another factor. You saw what they did to the Packers a couple of weeks ago. Sadly.
Yeah.
And that offensive line was not bad. We were without David Bakhtiari, our best offensive lineman, one of the best in the league. But we did it the week before against the best defense in the league, the Rams, and we held them back. The Tampa Bay defense is going to fuck with Mahomes because Kansas City's offensive line is in shambles. They're without two of their starters. Tampa Bay is playing at home, quote unquote, because there's not going to be a full stadium full of Tampa Bay fans. It's a bunch of fucking healthcare workers, those losers.
Oh, is that like who's actually going to the Super Bowl?
I think, yeah, Roger Goodell or the NFL, whatever, they gave the vast majority of tickets to healthcare workers on the front lines.
Responders.
Yeah. Which, good for them, but also, can you get back to your job? Jesus Christ. We have a crisis on our hands. What are you sitting here watching a game? You think the pandemic is a game? I say good day.
Also, yeah, in Florida, like, COVID Central, no thanks. Like, why? Like, couldn't this year they could have just, like, isn't, like, the Super Bowl, wherever it's held, is that, like, random?
Yeah, it's planned out every 3, they have it stacked up every 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, they could have planned better, let's just say.
Well, yeah.
You know, you roll the dice on Florida and you look at it and you flip it to another state, maybe. Florida?
Not doing so well down there. They don't even know that COVID exists. Apparently, neither does Louisiana. The other thing is the weather. So, apparently it's going to rain all day in Tampa. And to me, that benefits the running game. And as I said before, Kansas City's offensive line, blocking for the running game, not looking so good. They're more of a passing team. Brady would love nothing more than to throw only 20 passes and let Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones take over the game. I'm taking Tampa. Some motherfucker out there put a $3.5 million bet on Tampa to win.
Wow.
I'm going to put a $3.50 $3.50 on Tampa to win. But I feel good about it. And so earlier in the year, they actually played each other. Week 12. And it was in Tampa. Kansas City was up 27-10. And then the Buccaneers came back and they made it close. It was 27-24. So this game sits at 3 points. Tampa is the underdog by 3 points. How say you, Maddy, after I've broken down this X and O's?
Oh, about who I got?
Who you got, bitch?
I know you want to turn me into a gambler.
Well, you don't have to take the points. It's not about the points. Just who do you think will win the game?
I'm going with Kansas City.
Interesting. That's who I was going to pick. Basically, after the Packers lost, I was like, oh my God, Tampa Bay is so bad. We beat ourselves. This team is garbage. I can't believe we lost to this terrible team. And then I started to think about it.
I think that something is going to happen. I mean, obviously, we saw, you know, Brady wasn't like that great in that game.
He was terrible. 3 straight interceptions.
So, I mean, overall, that game was just very bad on both sides, I feel. So, to say, like, oh, yeah, they won. Okay, they did, but doesn't mean that they're a great team. And this is the Super Bowl, so I think they're going to choke. That's all I got to say.
Interesting.
Unless Tom Brady's like, I've done this a million times.
Well, that's
I don't even know if that's his voice, but, you know.
This is his 10th Super Bowl, I believe. I mean, that's unreal. That's just bizarre. Again, we're living in a simulation.
Is it bizarre or, you know, fixed? I don't know.
Well, simulation, hello, everything is already preordained. Everything that's going to happen and has already been scheduled to happen. We have 4 Madden cover guys in this game, okay? 2017, Rob Gronkowski. 2018, Tom Brady. 2019, Antonio Brown. 2020, Patrick Mahomes. Is this not a simulation?
I guess. I mean, yeah.
Maybe we should put a game of Madden on and put both the teams together and just see what happens, and then I'll take it from there. I'll do the updated rosters. That's scientific, if you ask me.
Ooh, interesting. We could place our bets based on the Madden game.
All right, let's go to the prop bets. Total buckets of liquid poured on the winning coach. 1 bucket, 2 buckets, or no liquid poured at all.
I'm gonna say 1.
1 is minus 400. That is the favorite. 2 buckets. I never see that.
Who gets that excited? I mean, it could, depending on who wins, could get very exciting. You know, maybe somebody gets a bucket and then doesn't realize that somebody else got a bucket, but then they're like, we already have this second bucket. Let's just pour it on you.
Right. Will the winning coach be drenched before the final whistle? So this would have to be a scenario where the other team is up by so much that, you know, there's like 1:30 left.
No, that's disrespectful.
It happens.
That's disrespectful, no?
Well, yeah, but beating someone in the Super Bowl by multiple scores and not having to worry about the possibility of the other team having any chance to win, that's disrespectful too.
If I was a losing coach, I would also like to be drenched in Gatorade because I fucking lost the game.
Just pour some fucking chili on me, why don't you?
Pour the red one. It stains everything.
Red wine. How about that? Start sucking on your shirt on the way back to the locker room. All right. This is the crazy one. The national anthem. Over under 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Over is minus 130. Under is minus 110. Who's singing this shit?
I have no idea. I'm going to say under. I feel like 2 minutes and 15 seconds seems like a long time to sing the national anthem. I have no idea.
Who the fuck?
Who?
I'm looking up who's singing it. Over under. How often have you ever heard of whoever's singing it?
Who is it?
Eric Church.
Eric Church.
And Jasmine Sullivan?
Oh, Jasmine Sullivan, yeah.
You know these people?
I know Jasmine Sullivan.
Who the fuck is she?
She's
on
like
Housewives?
an R&B singer.
Yeah, one of the best players.
Hey,
Excuse
Shut
me, we're doing a podcast here. Hello.
Assholes. There's two people singing? Okay, so, alright.
No, there's like somebody playing an instrument, no?
HER will be singing America the Beautiful. What the hell? Okay, so what am I even gambling on here? Yeah. Alright, so because it's a tandem singing, a country star and an R&B star, I'm taking the over.
Oh, it's pre-recorded.
What?
That's what it said on that article. It's pre-recorded.
Oh, because of COVID. See, now this is... Alright,
You
well then...
can't bet on this. It's not live. No.
Alright, what about the primary color of Eric Church's shirt? Black, white, red, green, gray, blue, yellow? Green has the best odds.
I'm going with black.
Well, that's the favorite. You win no money on that.
I know. It's either black or white. I can't see any, like, the picture he was, the shirt color he was wearing, that picture, I think was white.
Will Eric Church wear a jean jacket? Yes or no?
No.
This is ridiculous. But maybe that's his thing. I don't know who the fuck Eric Church is. He sounds like a failed quarterback. Eric Church picked off again. That's his fourth today. Will Eric Church be wearing sunglasses? Yes. No.
No.
I say no. I'm putting that right now. I'm putting it down.
Wow.
It's a bold, bold thing. Plus 300? I don't know. Maybe that's his thing. I say I don't care. I'm putting clear liquid and Eric Church not wearing sunglasses. Am I allowed to do that? What the hell's happening here?
Oh.
I can't combine these wagers? Okay, so to my listeners, never use the gambling site mybookie.ag. It's fucked up. They're terrible people. Fuck them. They have the worst odds. They're fucked out. It's some like Swiss bank account run fraudulent bullshit Bitcoin. Ah! Moving on. What will Jasmine Sullivan be wearing? A skirt, a dress, pants, shorts, leggings? What about jeggings?
I think that falls into leggings, maybe. I'm going to say a dress.
That's the favorite. What's the color of her top?
Oh, this is too
Black?
much.
How dare you? How about pink? Red seems like a good one. Or no, blue because of, Democratic Party.
This is not a political statement.
I don't know. You know how the blacks are with the politics.
Okay. Thank you. Enough.
Crack must be showing. Will Jasmine Sullivan outfit show cleavage? Jesus Christ.
All right. These bets suck. Move it on. Move it up. We should be wearing a hat next. Yes, these are retarded.
Hey, look. The money's there. What style of shoe? Open toe or closed? What would you wear if you were singing the fucking anthem?
Closed toe? A sneaker, maybe? I don't know. We probably won't be able to see her shoe. It's pre-recorded.
They're going to have to show the shoe. All right, moving on. Fuck the Super Bowl. I hope both teams lose. I hope there's a fucking terrorist attack on the whole thing and we forget that the NFL even exists. Go Pack, go. Moving on. Well, actually, speaking of the NFL.
Okay.
The Deshaun Watson drama has stirred up. Deshaun Watson, the superstar quarterback for the Houston Texans, famously once out of Houston after, well, who knows?
I'm done with Houston, Texas.
He apparently did not get his say in who was going to be named the head coach after his old head coach was fired mid-season.
Is that a thing?
Well, not usually, but in this...
Who do you think is Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers didn't even get a say in who the next head coach was. It's not really something that quarterbacks get, no matter how much clout you got. So, but they did, here's the other thing. They did say they were going to involve him in who was hired, and they did not. They didn't even interview two of the guys that he wanted them to interview, which I feel is tantamount to a slap in the face. You know who they did hire? A guy named David Culley. Look at this fuck. He looks like he's sucking ice. All right, so in 2014, he was a Chiefs wide receiver coach. They didn't score a touchdown the entire season. This year, he was the passing game coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens, who had the worst passing offense in the NFL. Who did the Texans hire? This guy. I can see why Deshaun Watson is a little, I don't know, trepidatious.
Yeah, I want to win games.
Disgusting, and I feel for you, Mr. Watson.
See, this is why I feel like there is some conspiracy in the NFL. Nobody, why would anybody hire that person? Is it blackmail? Is
he black? Is he a black male?
Is it
no, I'm serious.
Because I have no idea. Honestly, you can't really tell in that picture.
He looks sort of just anonymous.
He just has gray hair. But it's weird. I mean, it feels like this is sabotage.
Yeah.
Straight up, oh, your next season is garbage, so don't even
I think they signed him for 4 years, too. That's, it's not good. Carson Wentz of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, we're still in NFL talk?
I'm wrapping it up here. Quarterback Carson Wentz of the Philadelphia Eagles will be traded within the next few days. Not shocking. He had a terrible run there as the Philadelphia quarterback. He had one good season, and then he got hurt at the very end, and he's never been the same. And then not only did he have a falling out with his head coach got fired, and now he's about to be traded, so they just want to be done with the whole mess.
We want to forget this error.
Fuck both of these guys. The Packers, my Packers, did not pick up the contract of Mr. Mike Pettin, defensive coordinator. His contract ran out, and they were like, all right, thanks, bro. We're all set. We're good. I'm going to find somebody else. They went on to interview a lot of guys, including Mr. Jim Leonard, the University of Wisconsin defensive coordinator. He was basically offered the job, and he declined it, saying, it's not my time for the NFL right now, which makes us look like assholes because we have to hire our second choice, which was rumored to be Ejiro Evero, the Rams safety coach. But with a bold and strong move, they instead hired Mr. Joe Barry, also working with the Rams, as their passing coordinator. So Mr. Joe Barry, Jabari, Biden, I trust you until I don't. Defensive coordinator is a really tough. That's a tough spot. But he's got a lot of talent on the defense. Hopefully he can bring it home. Take advantage of it. Think up some great schemes and fuck people up next year.
Uh-oh. No comment until I see him in action.
Yeah. So last night I had an NBA bad beat. I was watching the Pacers and Pelicans game. Indiana versus New Orleans. Fuck the Pelicans. Go Pacers, right? Well, down by 18 points. I put in a bet. $5 to win $20. That the Pacers would come back to win. I had faith in my boys. The coach, Nate Bjorkson. Nate Bjorkson had faith in his bench and kept all of the bench players, the role players, the backups in the game because he didn't like the effort that was being thrown out by the starters. Remember we kept looking at each other? Why isn't Malcolm Brogdon out there? Why isn't Sabonis out there? What the fuck? So they came back, forced a last possession in which, ironically, one of the starters was forced to come in for, Miles Turner. And down by 1 point, he receives the ball at the elbow of the three-point line, tries to dribble in. Some would say gets fouled and misses the shot. And the Pelicans go on to win the game. This was one of the most painful losses of the season because of how bad the officiating was, number one. How awkward the coaching decision was, two. And how I lost $10, three.
It always sucks when it happens that way.
I mean, you were watching. You saw it.
I know. But, they didn't lose by much. But it's also like
They were
the
down.
Pelicans don't even deserve that win.
They were down 18 and they came back. All right, goddammit. Pelicans, you're some trash. If the referees weren't currently sucking Zion Williams' dick right now, maybe we would have won that game.
We want to see Zion win.
And that loss actually propelled me to lose various other games throughout the night. Would you like to explain?
Yeah, we decided to do our little circuit of tournaments and friendly competition because that's what we like to do. And we first started off with Family Feud.
Da, 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 da. No, that's Price is Right.
Da, da,
Jesus.
da.
Ba, da, ba, da, ba. Da, 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 da.
There we go.
They all sound the same. It's probably written by the same fucking guy named like Will Williams or something.
Willie Williams. Son.
What's the host's name? Jack Jacoby or something?
Oh, God, I don't even remember.
It's not even Steve Harvey. It's some random ass white guy that looks like Dan Patrick.
Racist. So yeah, we played 2 games, and I won both. Thank you. And
well, no, explain this Family Feud game. I mean, it's
okay.
I can get the right answer.
All right, let me say I won. Thank you. But the thing with this automated Nintendo Switch app game is that the answers are really not what you would think. You have to put your head into the 100 people that they surveyed in somewhere America.
Middle America.
And kind of just think a little less. Right?
Yeah,
Would you say that?
This is not the game to outsmart yourself. This isn't the game to prove that you're thinking outside the box or coming up with some clever answers. This is what's the number one food in America? Well, if you think about it, blah blah blah. Hamburger. You know, you gotta think how retards think. Yes.
Yes. Do you remember the question? What would you not want to be seeing your dog lift his leg toward?
Yeah, and I said my leg, which is a great answer because, you know, I'm standing, and if my imaginary dog came up and tried to take a leak on my leg, that would be terrible. I put leg, not X. What was one of the correct answers? My body. What the hell here?
Which I got because Jesse lost that round.
Do you see what I'm dealing with here? Do you see what I'm dealing here?
So then after that, we decided to go
Kill
play
ourselves.
darts because why? You know, because I'm not that great at it and Jesse's pretty good at it. And what happened?
You won 2 in a row. I was off my game. I was struggling from the Pacers loss. I was struggling from the Family Feud loss. I was up in my head. I wasn't aiming as I was supposed to be doing. I was just throwing the darts angrily.
Yes, I mean, I won the first one, and I was like, okay, I won. And then you were like, best 2 out of 3. And I was like, okay. And then you won the second one.
No, you won the second one.
I
well.
won the second.
Let's
Excuse
just-
me.
I won
Excuse
the- I
me.
won
And
the
then
third
he won the third one.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's get to some news. Breaking broken news.
Oh, wait. Also, we played Worms, and I won. Right after that.
All right.
I just had to say it. I had to say it.
Let's get to some news. In Rochester, New York, police pepper sprayed a 9-year-old girl.
Right.
How say you?
What was the situation?
I don't know.
Was she rabid? I don't know.
I've worked with some 9-year-old girls, and I wanted to pepper spray some of them as well.
I was a 9-year-old girl, and same.
Interesting. Airline pilots are making in-flight errors. They say they're rusty due to the pandemic. Is that comforting?
Pilots?
Yes.
Jesus. What the hell does that mean?
I thought from watching, what was that Denzel Washington
Oh,
movie?
Flight? Oh
I
my
thought from
God.
watching Flight that you could basically fly the plane drunk and on heroin. Is that not the case?
Well, it's not because he crashed the plane.
He landed it sort of. How many people died? What, 2? Because they were in the bathroom or jacking off or something?
Yeah, the lady he was sleeping with.
Interesting. An Israeli hospital claims that they have found the cure for COVID.
Next.
Morgan Wallen, who I've never even heard of before, apparently a country artist, his music sales have skyrocketed after he made a racial slur.
I hate it here. I hate it here.
Why is everyone terrible? Oh, not to be outdone, another musical prodigy, the Whip Nene guy, rapper, quote unquote,
What, the Whip Nene?
murdered his cousin. Yeah, And now watch me whip. Now watch me nay-nay. That motherfucker, okay, I wish death upon him, and somehow it didn't directly get to him, but it got him to murder one of his own family members, which that works as well, I guess, because that is one of the worst songs ever perpetrated on the general public in my life. Like, you hear it at the subway, you know, at a daycare, in the hospital, really the range of everywhere that you have to be at some time, one or another. Watch me whip, watch me nay-nay, watch me kill my cousin and get persecuted to it to the full extent of the law and spend the rest of my life in prison.
Wow.
Getting that oil and bread bag treatment. The loaf!
The Wonder Bread bag.
Face shields. You know, like whenever we're watching those housewives of yours, and obviously they're too pretty in their minds to wear an actual mask, so they do like the welding shield approach.
Yeah.
There's actually a warning on the forehead part of when you're putting the face shield on that says, this product has not been approved by the CDC to actually prevent anything remotely. Like,
It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that, though, because there is no covering. It's literally just shielding your face from things flying at it, but air is still going inside of it.
Yeah, if you're breathing,
It's retarded.
you're sucking things in, especially as tall people. That is a no-no for us. Because we're just walking around these midgets all day, and we're just getting all their fumes just sucked in. And you look kind of retarded. Like, just little retarded.
Just wear a cute mask. They're cute.
Put the
and
mask
nobody wants
on.
to see anybody's grill ever. Again.
Put the mask on indoors. And if you're outdoors, put it on if you're, like, around a lot of people. Otherwise, suck it up, bitch. Like, what the hell? The fuck are we talking about here? It's like kindergarten shit. Yeah, those face shields look ridiculous. Let's see. Restaurants and pubs in England may be opening, but no alcohol will be served because it leads to less social distancing. So what's the point of this?
Let me get my bangers and mash. I need my sausage.
Naan?
Naan bread.
I need my naan. 4 naan, please.
Can I get some crisp, please?
Yes, I'll take a fucking pitcher of water and fucking crisp. Over there, that table over there.
On the shepherd's pie.
Yeah. I've brought my own handle of whiskey under my jacket here.
Is it BYOB?
Can I fuck you in the back there? All right, we'll finish up with some fun facts. There was a serial killer once who used actual human flesh and won a chili cook-off. Now,
Yeah, that's like Sweeney Todd.
is that his name?
Sweeney Todd, the demon street barber.
I thought it was Cartman from South Park, where he made that dude eat his parents.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Maybe that's where they got it from.
Yeah.
Falling out of bed kills 450 Americans a year. Notice how I said Americans. I don't know how many around the world, but it sounds like...
Have you ever fell out of bed?
Never, not once.
Not even as a kid?
Not even ever. Ever. Ever.
I have.
Did you die? Are you
Well,
a zombie?
I was a kid, first of all. I was a kid. Let me just say. At least I wasn't an adult falling out of bed. But I was a kid, and I just remember waking up on my little, like, side carpet on my floor, just very confused. And then I just climbed back into bed.
And you fell out again. No, I would think, as a kid, it's understandable because kids' beds are very small. Maybe even a crib, a twin mattress. Like, I could see that. But as an adult, I feel like,
I did witness you almost fall out of bed once.
Because you were taking up 75% of it?
I wasn't even in bed. And you were like on the very tippy tip of the edge of the bed.
Yeah, you conditioned me to that.
Like, your legs were off, but your butt and your feet were still on. I have no idea. You were like floating.
I was about to leave, and I just needed to get a head start. Did I fall?
No, you did not fall.
Moving on. A woman in the UK realized she had been using cheese to wash her hands for months.
The smell. I could only imagine.
I mean, if you put, this would be a cool prank, maybe to put on like a retarded person, and they're just like, well, I gotta wash my hands, and it's just like a big block of cheddar. It looks like
Well, first of all, how did this break, like, any news? Like, I want to know how that happened.
UK likes that tea. They like to
the UK Daily Mail. Have you ever read the Daily Mail?
They're so much shadier than us.
It's just, like, it's tabloid news and, like, a sprinkle of, like, world news.
So, Boris, he's implementing a new lockdown. But did you see this bitch with the cheese that she thought was soap? Her name's Ramanda, and she lives in Yorkshire.
They love to have a good laugh in the UK.
We're all doomed. Maddy, thank you for helping me with this episode, and Blessed Biddies will be out whenever you're ready. Can you tell our listeners about Blessed Biddies? What's it like?
Blessed Biddies, it's me, it's Jesse, and we're talking shit about some people we may or may not know, and our own experiences with biddy behavior.
And we have guests.
We have guests sometimes. It's a party basically.
Yeah, so grab your drinks and join us. So follow Blessed Biddies on Instagram and Facebook, and if you like the Jesse LaSala Show, you can follow it on Instagram, Facebook, and obviously on YouTube as well. Until next time, Maddy, thank you so much for joining me, and don't die!